ಕ್ರೀಡಾಂಗಣ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಕೇಳುಗ್ರೆ, ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ನಿಮ್ಮದೇ ಆದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ BVP 90.4 ಮೆಗಾಹರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ತರಂಗಾಂತರಗಳಿಂದ ಪ್ರಸಾರವಾಗುತ್ತಿರುವಂತಹ KLE ಧ್ವನಿ, ಸಮಾಜದ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಗಾಗಿ. ಭಾರತ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ತಂಡದ ಮಾಜಿ ಆಟಗಾರ ಹಾಗೂ ನಾಯಕ ಅಜಿತ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ಇವರು 1941 ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ 1 ಮುಂಬೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಜನಿಸಿದವರು. ಮಗ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಎಂದು ಬಯಸಿದ್ರು ಇವರ ತಂದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಮಗ ಅಜಿತ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡದ್ದು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನ. ಇವರೊಬ್ಬ ಎಡಗೈ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ಮನ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಎಡಗೈ ಮಧ್ಯಮ ವೇಗದ ಬೌಲರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಭಾರತ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ತಂಡದಲ್ಲಿ 3ನೇ ಕ್ರಮಾಂಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಒಟ್ಟು 37 ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪಂದ್ಯಗಳನ್ನಾಡಿದ ಇವರು 31.07 ಸರಾಸರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ 2113 ರನ್ ಗಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಶತಕ ಹಾಗೂ 14 ಅರ್ಧ ಶತಕಗಳನ್ನು ದಾಖಲಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಜಿತ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ಅವರು 1990ರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ತಂಡದ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಆಗಿ ನೇಮಕಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರು ಹಾಗೂ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಟಗಾರರಾಗಿ, ತಂಡದ ನಾಯಕರಾಗಿ, ತರಬೇತುದಾರರಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಸಮಿತಿಯ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ರಾಗಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಅಮೋಘ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ಗಾಗಿ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಭಾರತದ 4ನೇ ಅತ್ಯುನ್ನತ ನಾಗರಿಕ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಯಾದ ಪದ್ಮಶ್ರೀ ಹಾಗೂ ಅರ್ಜುನ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಗಳಿಂದ ಪುರಸ್ಕೃತರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಜಿತ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್. ಕೇಳುಗರೆ, KLE ಧ್ವನಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೆನಪಿನ ಸುರುಳಿಯನ್ನ ಬಿಚ್ಚುವ ಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಲಿದೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು 4 ದಶಕಗಳ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಯಶಸ್ಸಿನ ಕಥೆ ಕೇಳಲು ಕೊಂಡೊಯ್ಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ನಿಮಗೆ ನೆನಪಿರಬೇಕು, ಅಜಿತ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ರನ್ನುಗಳ ಲೆಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಆಟಗಾರ ನೆನೆಸಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಅವರದ್ದು ಸುವರ್ಣಾಕ್ಷರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಿಡುವಂಥ ಸಾಧನೆ ಇದೆ. 1971ರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ತಂಡದ ನಾಯಕರಾಗಿ ಅನಿರೀಕ್ಷಿತ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯ್ಕೆಯಾದ ಅವರು ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಡೀಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡ್ ಪ್ರವಾಸಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಣಿ ಗೆದ್ದರು. ಸರಣಿಗೆ ಮೊದಲು ನಾಯಕನ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಗೊಂದಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದಿತ್ತು. 4 ಆಯ್ಕೆಗಾರರಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಮನ್ಸೂರ್ ಅಲಿ ಖಾನ್ ಪಟೌಡಿ ನಾಯಕರಾಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ನಿಬ್ಬರು ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕೆಂದಿದ್ರು. ಆಗ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಸಮಿತಿ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ವಿಜಯ್ ಮರ್ಚೆಂಟ್ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ನಿರ್ಣಾಯಕ ಮತವನ್ನು ಚಲಾಯಿಸಿ ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ಅವರನ್ನ ನಾಯಕರನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಅವರ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಹುಸಿ ಹೋಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಡೀಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡ್ ಸರಣಿಗಳೆರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ಜಯಭೇರಿ ಬಾರಿಸಿದರು. ವಿದೇಶದ ನೆಲದ ಮೇಲೆ ಭಾರತ ಸರಣಿ ಗೆದ್ದದ್ದು ಅದೇ ಮೊದಲು. ಅಜಿತ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ಅವರು ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ 13ನೇ ತಾರೀಖಿನಂದು ನಮ್ಮ BVP ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜು ಮತ್ತು KLE ಧ್ವನಿ ನಿಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದರು. 73 ವರ್ಷ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನ ಅವರನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಅವರ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಇನ್ನೂ 37ರದ್ದೇ ಎಂಬ ಭಾವನೆ ಮೂಡಿತ್ತು. ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನನ್ನ ಜೀವ ಎಂದು ಬರೆದಿದ್ದ ಟೀ ಶರ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಹಾಫ್ ಪ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಧರಿಸಿದ್ದ ಅವರು ನಿಲಯ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕ ಗೋಪಾಲಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವರೊಡನೆ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದರು. 2 ಪ್ರವಾಸಗಳ ಅನುಭವ ವಿವರಿಸಿದ ಅವರು ತಾವು SBI ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿವೃತ್ತರಾದದ್ದು ಹಾಗೂ ಇಂದಿನ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿರುವ ರೀತಿಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದರು. ಸತತ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವೇ ಯಶಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ದಾರಿ ಎಂದು ಕಿರಿಯ ಆಟಗಾರರಿಗೆ ಕಿವಿಮಾತು ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಭಾರತ ದೈಹಿಕ ಅಂಗವಿಕಲ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಆಟಗಾರರ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿರುವ ಅಜಿತ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ಕಳೆದ 25 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಅಂಗವಿಕಲ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಪಟುಗಳ ಶ್ರೇಯಸ್ಸಿಗಾಗಿ ಶ್ರಮಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲವಾದ್ದರಿಂದ ಸಂದರ್ಶನ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯಿತು. ಬನ್ನಿ ಕೇಳುಗ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಲಯ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರಾದ ಗೋಪಾಲಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹೆಗಡೆಯವರು ಭಾರತ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ತಂಡದ ಮಾಜಿ ಆಟಗಾರ ಹಾಗೂ ನಾಯಕ ಅಜಿತ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ಅವರೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಡೆಸಿದಂತಹ ಸಂದರ್ಶನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಈಗ ಕೇಳೋಣ.
KLE ಧ್ವನಿ ಕೇಳುಗರಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಇದೊಂದು ನಿಜಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮರಣೀಯವಾದ ಸಂದರ್ಶನ ಹಾಗೂ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ರೀಡಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಪ್ರತಿ ಶನಿವಾರ ಹೊಸ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿ ಜನರೇ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೆನಪನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ 40 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಓಡಿಸಿದರೆ ಅಜಿತ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ಅವರ ಹೆಸರು ಹೇಳಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ವಿದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ತಂಡ ಮೊಟ್ಟ ಮೊದಲ ಬಾರಿಗೆ ಸರಣಿ ಗೆದ್ದುಕೊಟ್ಟವರು ಅವರು. ಅದು ಯಾವ ಟೀಮ್ಗಳು? ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಡೀಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಟೀಮ್ಗಳು. ಅವರು ಇಡೀ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಜಗತ್ತು ರೋಮಾಂಚನಗೊಳಿಸಿದಂಥ ಸಾಧನೆ ತೋರಿಸಿದರು ನಮಗೆ. ಆ ಅಜಿತ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ಅವರು ಈಗ ಅವರಿಗೆ 73 ವರ್ಷ. ಆದರೆ ಅವರು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಮೈದಾನದಲ್ಲಿ 55ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವರ್ಷಗಳನ್ನು ಕಳೆದುಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ತಮ್ಮ ಬದುಕಿನ 55ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವರ್ಷಗಳನ್ನು ಅವರು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಮೈದಾನದಲ್ಲೇ ಕಳೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ನಿಂದ ನಿವೃತ್ತಿ ಆದರೂ, ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ನಿಂದ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಿವೃತ್ತಿ ಆದರೂ ಸಹಿತ ಅವರು ದೈಹಿಕವಾಗಿ ಅಂಗವಿಕಲರಾದಂಥ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಪಟುಗಳಿಗೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಸಹಾಯ ಹಸ್ತವನ್ನು ಚಾಚಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಖಿಲ ಭಾರತ ದೈಹಿಕ ಅಂಗವಿಕಲರ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರೂ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗಾಗಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಮುಡಿಪಾಗಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಅಂದರೆ 12ನೇ ತಾರೀಕಿನಿಂದ ಆರಂಭವಾಗಿರುವ ಅಖಿಲ ಭಾರತ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಟೂರ್ನಿಯನ್ನು ನೋಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಅವರ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿನೂ ಹೌದು. ಅವರನ್ನು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿಯ ಧಾರವಾಡ ವಲಯದ ನಿಮಂತ್ರಕ ಬಾಬಾ ಬೂಸದವರು ಹಾಗೂ ಅಂಗವಿಕಲರ ಕ್ರೀಡಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿ ಶಿವಾನಂದ ಗುಂಜಾಳರು. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ, ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿ ಜನರ ಪರವಾಗಿ, KLE ಧ್ವನಿ BVB 90.4 FM ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಅಜಿತ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ಅವರನ್ನು ಹಾರ್ದಿಕವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸರ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ಸರ್, ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ಹುಬ್ಳಿ, ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ಅವರ್ BVB 90.4 FM ರೇಡಿಯೋ. ವಿ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಲಿಸನ್ ಟು ಯು ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಗುಡ್ ಟು ದ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್. ಸರ್, on behalf of everybody, I once again welcome to you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, can you go back to 40 years when you came to Hubli, 1972? A great cricket match was held. You had just returned from West Indies and England. It was a victorious team. You had a victory, and it was a great achievement because India had never won a series abroad, overseas. So that was Ajit Wadekar's team, which made all of us proud. And the Hubli people were so happy to see your victorious 11 and Vijay Manchrekar's illustrious 11. It was a benefit match for Vijay Manchrekar. Sir, can you recall those days?
Yes, certainly. But at the very outset, let me say that how grateful I am to you for the wonderful introduction you gave about me. Thank you very much. I think you covered my entire career, not only as a cricketer but as a banker too.
Yes.
Yes, I think when we came back from West Indies, winning there for the first time under my captaincy, and then to England. And where we had never won earlier. We won that series and came back here. It was decided that we should have a benefit match for Vijay Manchrekar, who happened to be my guru, in fact, because we came from the same place called Shivaji Park, and he was the captain of the Shivaji Park Gymkhana. And then when he saw me playing in the intercollegiate matches, then he approached me and said, Ajit, would you like to play for this club? Because that time club had a really, really good players. And when I asked him that whether I would get a chance in the 11, and like any youngsters ask, but Manchrekar said, not to worry, I'm a captain, and
I'll take care of you.
And exactly, he really took care of me. He saw to it that I became a test cricketer also.
Wonderful.
And I always used to call him my guru. And something had to do guru for the guru. At least we had to give some guru dakshina.
Repay the thing. What is the great gratitude,
Very
to express your gratitude towards your guru.
Yeah, that's in our blood. That's a tradition. That guru dakshina has to be given.
Has to be paid.
So I approached Mr. Bharat Khemji.
Okay.
And he said whether we could do it, a place like Hubli. And he readily agreed that. And then, of course, we collected a lot of funds for Vijay Manchrekar because he had retired then. But we had a really lovely time in Hubli. We had friends like Pankaj Udas, he was a damn singer, very good singer. Even his elder brother also was a singer. And we were taken to some shack in the forest, which is very nearby.
Dandeli, I think you went there.
That's right, Dandeli. And we had a lovely program and all. The match itself was a success because there were a lot of people, from Hubli, from Dharwad, from nearby places.
Yes.
And
it was a full house all 3 days.
Definitely.
Because as a 17-year-old boy, I remember those days. Rohan Kanai was there.
Right,
And all stars, Gavaskar, Wadekar, Vishwanath. That was such a great thrill for us youngsters.
Right. Because Rohan was a good friend of Vijay Manjrekar,
Yes,
and when I called him, in fact, he played against us when we won against West
Yes,
Indies.
yes, exactly.
And that's the time I told Rohan that we are going to have a benefit match organized for Vijay Manjrekar. Would you be able to make it? And he said, of course, anything for Manjrekar, because his batting was such that Rohan also used to love that kind of batting. So he came, and maybe because that foreign player and of that kind of a status and all, reputation, like Rohan Khanna was there, and then of course all this, my entire teammates were there.
Yes.
So we had a wonderful time. But more than that, actually, it's a hospitality, shown by the people. And I thought that I was
you always felt at home when you were here.
That's right. I thought I was at home. I was in almost Mumbai,
Bombay. Yeah, this was called as a Chota Mumbai also.
Chota Bombay, yes, that's right. There wasn't much difference between our culture and maybe of language, of course, but that I was really felt that I was really at home only.
Yeah.
So this is a wonderful time.
Yeah. Sir, can you tell us about those two series which India won? 1971, first West Indies. West Indies was a very strong side with great fast bowlers. It's a very strong batting lineup. Clive Lloyd, people like Clive Lloyd, all those people were playing. How was the preparation of your team? How you took them to that victory?
Yes, I think the background behind me getting elected as a captain. I got a captaincy on the casting vote of Mr.
Vijay.
And maybe I think Patodi was there for quite long, and maybe Vijay Merchant, who was the chairman of the selection committee, he was a typical businessman, and what he wanted always was the results exactly from the CEOs,
Yes, India should win. That's all.
That's right. That was the idea. That our team was, really taken as another team which is going to come back,
Losing,
getting beaten and all, as usual, 5-0 and all, according to them, according to media or according to the journalists or the critics, that I was also new as a captain at the international level. Then we had new players. That time nobody had heard about Sunil Gavaskar or Eknath Solkar or even Vishwanath or something. They were just coming up. So it's a fairly new team, youngsters. And we had a few, of course, experienced players like Jai Simha, Salim Durrani, and Prasanna, of course, slightly senior to me. But we have few those Dilip Sardesai, and they thought that they were over the hills exactly. So
the were pushing them out.
Right. I think that made us really, give our best. I think
that was a challenge to you.
Right. Absolutely. More than the best exactly. And that made us, bind together, and we got really together, and we started planning the strategy and all. That was more. As regards West Indies team, I think they're really mighty, like you said. Gary Sobers himself, he is a three-in-one guy. That's right.
A great all-rounder.
Absolutely. And this is just outside our conversation. I'll just tell you what I always thought about Gary Sobers. He was always my idol, being a left-hander.
ಕೆಳಗರೆ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಂಗಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ಭಾರತ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ತಂಡದ ಮಾಜಿ ಆಟಗಾರ ಹಾಗೂ ನಾಯಕ ಅಜಿತ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ಇವರೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಲಯ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು ನಡೆಸಿದಂತಹ ಸಂದರ್ಶನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ. ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಶನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮುಂದುವರಿಯುತ್ತದೆ ಒಂದು ಪುಟ್ಟ ವಿರಾಮದ ನಂತರ. ಪುಟ್ಟ ವಿರಾಮದ ನಂತರ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಈಗ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಂಗಣ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ತಂಡದ ಮಾಜಿ ಆಟಗಾರ ಹಾಗೂ ನಾಯಕ ಅಜಿತ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ಅವರೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಲಯ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರಾದ ಗೋಪಾಲಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹೆಗಡೆಯವರು ನಡೆಸುತ್ತಿರುವಂತಹ ಸಂದರ್ಶನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಈಗ ಮುಂದುವರಿಯುತ್ತದೆ.
And the first test match I played against Gary Sobers.
1966.
We were just practicing just the previous day, in the nets. And those days, both the nets, I mean, oppositions and home
Together,
teams,
they
they
used to-
were almost
yeah,
together, exactly. And Gary was batting in the next net.
Okay.
And then when he finished that, he went back, tried to remove his pads and just wanted to relax. And then he saw me batting in the other net where India was practicing. And when I finished my batting, he called me, young man, are you playing tomorrow? So I said jocularly, otherwise I wouldn't have been playing in the Indian camp, practicing.
Good one, yeah, it was a good one.
So as typical as the West Indies, ha ha ha, he laughed heartily.
Yes.
And then he said, are you going to play in the same shoes? He just looked at my shoes and a little bit torn shoes. I said, yes, those are my lucky shoes. I've been getting a lot of runs and it's not that torn exactly. So I said, Ajit, you are playing your first match, you are making debut in the international cricket. And you got to look right from top to bottom, you got to look absolutely tip-top.
You should look like international
international cricketer. And I said, but I don't have any new pair and all, and I would rather stick to my lucky shoes and all. And but that same evening, after the practice got over, Gary had a friend somewhere in beyond my place, where I was staying, Shivaji Park, and he had gone to meet her. And on the way back, then he dropped in at my place. I didn't know from where he got the address of mine. I wasn't there, and my mother opened the door. So mother was, absolutely, she was stunned, absolutely. Oh, Gary so much, at the door. And he said, Ajit is not here, but why don't you come in and have a cup of tea or something? He said, no, we got a match tomorrow, but I brought some present for your son. So she asked, mother asked, what is it? She said, shoes exactly. I had signed those shoes, brand new shoes, and please ask your son to wear those shoes
at tomorrow's match.
That's right, for
wonderful.
the match, yeah. Because our sizes were the same actually, mine and Gary.
Okay.
So when I came back, then mothers kept on insisting, Ajit, you got to play with these new shoes. I said, I got to break those new shoes and all, because it takes time. I got to get used to those new shoes. No, Gary Sobers has brought it for you, and the captain of the West Indies team, and such a great man, and he was your idol. I had no choice but to wear that shoes, and I got out for a duck. So Gary was standing in the sleep, and when I passed it, he said, just bad luck. So I said, don't say that, it's thanks to your shoes exactly. But that was the relation exactly then we developed. And when
I don't think this could have happened in 2014.
I might doubt.
Exactly.
Right. And when we landed there in West Indies, and he came all the way to receive our team and all, so such a nice person. Excellent. And he said, you have now this, what they call it, rum punch, you have it now, you have as many as possible. Maybe I think you may not feel having it after you lose the series. So I said, that we leave it to leave it to me and my team.
Yes.
And so we decided exactly to not attack, but we thought that we would not allow these guys to get runs, because they are supposed to be famous for stroke play.
Yes.
And if they don't,
they played their cricket more lively.
That's right, they're just guys. And if you curb their stroke play, then they get impatient and they throw the wicket. But that is their style. That kind of strategy we used to apply, when we playing local cricket. When I was captain of the Bombay team, we won for 15 years in a row. And so we will apply. But along with that, then we strengthen our fielding.
Fielding.
Especially
that
closing
was a
fielding.
great problem in the Indian team.
That's right.
Earlier those days.
Right. Yeah.
Fielding used to be very slacky and
That's true. And so, I mean, we did not drop any catch, because if you drop a catch of Gary Sobers or Clive Lloyd or Ron Kanai, you had it. They are going to get 200 or 300 runs.
Yes.
So on that tour, we never drop a single catch. Exactly. I mean, we really strained on it. And that's exactly what our spinners wanted. But our main strength was...
Solskjaer was born in that service.
That's right, yes.
As a great catcher in the close-in field.
Very
short
true.
leg,
Right.
especially. That made the difference.
That's right. But before that, exactly, I think first test match when he started, it had rained, I think, earlier, and the wicket was quite wet. He won the toss and he put us in, and we were reeling down at 71 for 5 wickets and all. And that's the time Dilip Sardesai came into bat, and he got brilliant 200.
Yes.
And of course, along with Solkar and Prasanna also gave a good stand. And we managed to get 400 and odd runs. And with that, they started playing under the pressure. Wicket was still slightly wet. And then they got out in 160 or something like that. Right.
Made use of that wicket.
Right. And there was a difference of, say, 150 or something runs. I mean, we were leading by 150 runs or something more than that. So, and there's only one day left. So whether to give them follow-on or not. And everyone said, let's have batting practice. Let's have batting practice against these bowlers and all. So I said, no, it's more psychological, and if that will be the first time we will be imposing follow-on on them.
On West Indies.
On West Indies. That never happened before. And I want to create that psychological pressure on them, And then I decided on my own, okay, then I'll enforce the follow-on. And instead of telling the umpires that I'm enforcing the fall-on, I went to the dressing room and I shouted. I said in a loud voice, Gary, I'm enforcing the fall-on. And you're batting. They were taken aback. And
that was the first
Gary,
blow.
That's the first
psychological blow.
The psychological blow.
Yeah.
Gary said, how could it be? Because it has to be 200 runs margin.
I said,
please go through the rules exactly. It's 200 margin is only for the 5 days game.
If it is rest of 4 days,
that's right. It's 150. Please check it up with umpire and better go out batting. And that's all players also a little bit shocked. How could India do that? This is not done.
Yes.
So they started playing under pressure. Then they realized that okay, it may not be stronger as far as batting is concerned, may not be stronger when it comes to fast bowling, but at least mind, we are very strong.
Mind game, you had one more.
That's right. Yeah. So I think it started working, and then second test match we won easily. And that's the time Star was born, Sunil Gavaskar, and then he went on getting runs and all. So then they unfortunately, when Gary also lost the confidence, and it's only after third test then he started getting runs and all, Yes. But by that time they had lost the hope actually. And they wanted to make it up fast or square it up.
All
and
the
all.
matches were drawn.
That's right, but we would not allow them to. That's
take
right.
over control.
And we're playing with full confidence, and we're playing like a champion, I think, because every team even sometimes I had to drop Jaisima, but he took it so sportingly. He would come and ask me, do this, do that, and all. Sitting in there. So that was so nice of Jaisima.
Yes. He lived like a king.
That's right. Yeah. And sometimes I made the use of Salim Durrani in between, and he used to get more important wickets like Gary Sobers or Clive Lloyd when Bishan Singh Bedi used to get tired. And that's how it worked exactly. So basically, exactly, we stuck to our strategy.
And India played like a full team.
That's right.
A team was born there.
Right.
The individualist thinking was there. Perhaps we're not commenting on that,
Right.
but India had a diversity, so
Right.
many zones and all those things. Always that remark was there. We have great players, but we do not have a great team.
Right.
Perhaps you brought that. That spirit was brought into the Indian side.
Yeah, what you say is right. In the sense, it's a bit difficult to captain the Indian side, then captain the Australian
Yes.
side or England side, because they speak same language.
Exactly.
They got same
Here
culture.
you have 4
Right.
languages, 5 languages.
Players come from all of the corners of
Yes.
the. We got those days there were 13
Yeah.
official languages.
Correct.
Now it's 23 official languages.
Yes.
707 dialects.
Yes.
The culture,
Yes.
eating habits,
Everything,
behavior,
everything
pattern,
changes.
everything.
Difficult,
to get them together as a one
Yeah.
single unit,
Yes.
it's quite a job for the captain, because
Yes.
I never used to have coached then.
Correct.
So it was all
Captain's job
hipped on captain only. So. But that was a good, because we played as a
Team.
and that gave us tremendous confidence. And when we came back, there was only 2 months left.
Yes, to go to England.
England.
Yeah.
But there are still critics and critics,
Yeah.
There's, most of them think they're non-bred ones. They say, oh, England is different because the
Yes.
climate is different, weather is different,
Yeah.
wickets are different. And nobody could beat England in England. Maybe Australia, perhaps, in Ashes.
Yes.
Ashes matches. But it's impossible for any other country to beat. And for India, there's no chance, I think.
ಕೇಳುಗ್ರೆ, ಕ್ರೀಡಾಂಗಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ಭಾರತ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ತಂಡದ ಮಾಜಿ ಆಟಗಾರ ಹಾಗೂ ನಾಯಕ ಅಜಿತ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ಇವರೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಲಯ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು ನಡೆಸಿದಂತಹ ಸಂದರ್ಶನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ. ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಶನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮುಂದುವರಿಯುತ್ತದೆ ಒಂದು ಪುಟ್ಟ ವಿರಾಮದ ನಂತರ.
ಆಸೆ, ನಿರಾಸೆ ಮತ್ತು ಭಯ ಇವು ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿರುವವರೆಗೆ
ನಾವು ನೆಮ್ಮದಿಯಿಂದ ಇರಲು ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ.
ಅಜ್ಞಾತ.
ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಅಚ್ಚುಮೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಕೆಎಲ್ಇ ಧ್ವನಿ BVB 90.4 FM ಸಮಾಜದ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಗಾಗಿ. ಕನಸು ಕಾಣು,
ಕಾಣುತ್ತಲೇ ಇರು.
ನಿನ್ನ ಕನಸುಗಳು ಚಿಂತನೆಯ ರೂಪವನ್ನ ಕ್ರಮೇಣ ಪಡುವವು.
ಅದೇ ಚಿಂತನೆಗಳು ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಂಡೊಯ್ಯುವುದು.
APJ ಅಬ್ದುಲ್ ಕಲಾಂ. ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಅಚ್ಚುಮೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಕೆಎಲ್ಇ ಧ್ವನಿ BVB 90.4 FM ಸಮಾಜದ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಗಾಗಿ. ಪುಟ್ಟ ವಿರಾಮದ ನಂತರ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಈಗ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಂಗಣ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ತಂಡದ ಮಾಜಿ ಆಟಗಾರ ಹಾಗೂ ನಾಯಕ ಅಜಿತ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ಅವರೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಲಯ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರಾದ ಗೋಪಾಲಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹೆಗಡೆಯವರು ನಡೆಸುತ್ತಿರುವಂತಹ ಸಂದರ್ಶನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಈಗ ಮುಂದುವರಿಯುತ್ತದೆ.
The negative thinking was always
there, right? Because they have not seen exactly. They believed that India ever could do that, something like that, outside.
Yes.
But then we were really bubbling with the confidence, but not overconfidence.
The
and,
change could have been was seen there.
That's right, yeah.
Every player had a great confidence because Gavaskar scored more than 700 runs.
That's true.
The victory, everything put
Right,
the Indian
yeah.
team in a right perspective.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
This is exactly happened in England, what you say, because in West Indies, it was Gavaskar, it was Dilip Sardesai, to some extent, it was Vishwanath, to some extent, a little bit score from me.
Yeah.
But team as a whole, or batting lineup as a whole, I think, did not score here. But here in England, everyone contributed, everyone, right from top to bottom, even Venkatraman, Prasanna, also they also contribute, and Chandrasekhar bowling was really superb.
Yeah, superb.
And we were lucky in the sense that we could play all the practice matches against the counties. There were 11 counties we played, and we decided exactly, let's keep the winning habit. So each and every county we won. And that gives still extra confidence.
Yes.
And there was another planning. I think we had to do something extra when you are on English soil, because you get acclimatized to those conditions by then. But then you have got to see their attack also, because John Snow was supposed to be the
Correct. John Snow was there.
The fastest bowler.
Unruh was there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
spinner
John
was
Snow
fast
had got I think maximum number of wickets in Australia.
Correct.
They had just come back from Australia winning the Ashes tournament. So and he was the best, perhaps I think the fastest bowler. He got maximum number of wickets.
Yes.
And so we decided to go after him in the sense that we will not allow him to
Take control of the situation.
Or get on top of us. So the first test match at Lord's, then I decided to go for him when I came out to bat. And the 5 bouncers he bowled, I hit him for 4,
Correct.
And since then he stopped bowling bouncers. Said, okay, these Indians can play bouncers and all.
Yes.
And that's where I think we stop his aggression at least. Yeah. And this is where we scored over the fast bowling. And then, of course, almost everyone, and maybe Sunil Gavaskar didn't click that much, but everyone clicked there, everyone got runs and all, And then last test match, by then 2 test matches were drawn. At Oval exactly, it was Chandrasekhar actually.
6 wickets.
That's right. I had never seen Chandra bowling like that. I played against him, I got a lot of runs.
Yeah.
But if I had played on that day, on that wicket against Chandra, I don't think I would have got runs. The way he bowled exactly, he just bamboozled, superb exactly. I mean, England were thinking that they were enforced a follow-on,
Correct.
or when they would, declare the inning, second inning and all that. But we didn't allow them to do that actually, and we had to get hardly 170 runs and all. So I was very sure as a captain. Once you get to know the trend, that. You're either winning or you're losing, or you're not doing anything.
I think Abid Ali got the winning run.
That's right. It was Farooq Engineer actually who was there. He deserved to get a win. But,
exactly.
And he got mad at Abid Ali.
But
I was so sure that we'd win because
we were listening to the commentary that time.
That's right.
And I think you must be right, because Farooq should have hit the winning run.
That's right.
But Abid got it, I think.
Abid got it, right, yeah.
Farooq had told me during a Madras Test match.
Very true. I mean, Farooq attacked really well. But you play 7 days a week down there, and for all 3 months, and also this was the last Test match. I was really tired, and next day we are supposed to play against Sussex. To travel, winning to that Sussex, that place. So I thought I will just rest, and I just slept off. I mean, just like that. And suddenly their manager came, Ken Barrington. He said, he woke me up and he said, "Hey, Captain, what are you doing? You have won for the first time. Don't you celebrate?
Yes, wonderful.
Don't you feel happy?
Ken Barrington,
and you're snoring?" Right. I said, "Yes, I do. I was winning." Then, of course, then we had a wonderful celebration. And when we got back exactly, we had a tremendous reception.
Red carpet reception right from the airport.
From the airport to the CCI and all,
Yes.
Throughout, absolutely, motorcade. And
that was a great welcome.
That's right, yeah. And all this crowd, pelting flowers and other things, on us and all, it's really something great. That's where I came across this, my handicapped brother,
Okay.
We at a place called Haji Ali down there.
I know.
And there
Haji Ali.
I got a fellowship of physically handicapped workshop.
Yes.
And I was there also as a director. And these guys came out of it. They saw the motorcade coming, and they saw the director as a captain coming. So they stop our motorcade, and it's the Garland and me and all, and they said, "Sir, why don't you, give us some facilities to play cricket like you?"
That's how your journey with the physically challenged cricketer started. Great thing.
And we started very slowly, but really it took me nearly 20 years to settle.
Because you were still playing.
That's right, I was playing and all,
Again, because your winning streak also continued. 72, 73.
73
Tony Lewis
also,
team came and you won 2-1.
three test series in a row. I think that's the first time we won. And then later on, then of course, then banking job and other things and all, it got me really.
And 74 series, the summer of 42, what all happened. But don't you think it was a premature end to your career? You were not that bad. You had a very good past immediately. But 74 tour was bad. In fact, India got all out 42 or whatever. But don't you think after that you had a premature end? But everybody was brought back to the Indian team as a captain, 75 West Indies tour.
In terms of what you say is right, because at the age of 33, or 32 exactly,
you had some more years of cricket left.
I retired. And people always thought, that it's basically because of failure, I couldn't take it and I got
England series.
But it wasn't like that. At the same time, I got a promotion in the State Bank of India.
Yeah.
And so whether to concentrate on that or cricket.
Okay.
And
your career oriented also.
Right. I asked my wife and parents, and I said, okay, Ajit, I think you had your best days exactly in cricket, and now you.
And a good decision also, perhaps.
That's right.
That time. Don't know.
Because the number one is there wasn't any money in the cricket.
Exactly.
Because we used to get £1 a day. Right.
Yeah.
And number two, and then this was another career which I had an opportunity to
go up on the ladder.
Go up and up because
really.
I was made deputy general manager and all, and that's the time. Then again, I also got this Padma Shri title and all.
Exactly.
So I think everything clicked, and that gave me courage to get out of the cricket basically.
But you never got out of cricket actually, because your journey started in 58 playing Ranji trophies. Then you played for India. Then you have won so many matches for Mumbai, Ranji Trophy matches. You're a great aggressive left-hand batsman.
ಕೆಳಗರೆ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಂಗಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ಭಾರತ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ತಂಡದ ಮಾಜಿ ಆಟಗಾರ ಹಾಗೂ ನಾಯಕ ಅಜಿತ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ಇವರೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಲಯ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು ನಡೆಸಿದಂತಹ ಸಂದರ್ಶನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ. ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಶನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮುಂದುವರಿಯುತ್ತದೆ ಒಂದು ಪುಟ್ಟ ವಿರಾಮದ ನಂತರ. ನಾವು ದೃಢ ಸಂಕಲ್ಪದಿಂದ ಕಾರ್ಯಪ್ರವೃತ್ತರಾದ್ರೆ
ಹಾವಿನ ವಿಷವು ತನ್ನ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನ ಕಳೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತದೆ.
ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ. ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಅಚ್ಚುಮೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಕೆಎಲ್ಇ ಧ್ವನಿ BVB 90.4 FM ಸಮಾಜದ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಗಾಗಿ. ಪುಟ್ಟ ವಿರಾಮದ ನಂತರ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಈಗ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಂಗಣ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ತಂಡದ ಮಾಜಿ ಆಟಗಾರ ಹಾಗೂ ನಾಯಕ ಅಜಿತ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್ ಅವರೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಲಯ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರಾದ ಗೋಪಾಲಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹೆಗಡೆಯವರು ನಡೆಸುತ್ತಿರುವಂತಹ ಸಂದರ್ಶನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಈಗ ಮುಂದುವರಿಯುತ್ತದೆ.
After that, in the bank also you have recruited so many players, like Karnataka had so many players in SBI. SBI was such a strong team in Bangalore, like G.R. Vishwanath, Roger Binney, Syed Kirmani, Raghuram Bhatta. And you have groomed so many cricketers. And the journey in your 73 years life, I think you have spent 55 years on the ground. Now with the physically challenged cricketers. Apart from that, how do you see that today's cricket with so much money in it, big money, do you think it's a very positive change in Indian cricket?
It's definitely it's a big money. I mean, as compared to what we were getting.
Yes.
But I look at it from other angle, in the sense that when we were playing, actually we were allowed to go by air.
Yeah.
But before that, when C.K. Naidu or Vijay Hazare or Vijay Merchant were playing, they were only allowed to go by third class.
Yes, train.
Where the foreign team used to go by the first class. In the train. And we were getting at least £1 a day. They were getting 1 shilling a day or something like that.
That was very
I think it's good in a way the money is coming, but money is pouring in now actually.
Exactly.
It's quite good. And then with the money, then you got to be that professional. You got to be that commercialization has to come in. But so far it has not imbibed, or it has not got into our system yet. And it's only money actually which is getting into it. Of course, there are some of them are very professionals and all, you know. But the youngsters exactly who make get quick money through
But
IPL
the beauty
or
of
something.
cricket may
That's
be
right, yeah.
affected a little here.
Very true.
The playing beauty, the pleasure of beauty, the passion in the game. Because you are a successful manager also. You let the Azhar was under you as a captain,
Right, yeah.
and so many things happen. You know, 96 World Cup, India should have won according to its potential. In fact,
Right, yeah.
Calcutta, so many things happen. That's how the match fixing thing came. We'll not talk about that. It's a bit too big. But apart from that, you know, your involvement in Indian cricket was complete. Like, you know, after Lala Amarnath and Chandu Borde, perhaps you were a player, you were a captain, you were the team manager, and a successful captain also. And you got Padma Shri for that. Everything. Such a wonderful career.
I was chairman of the selection committee.
Selection committee. That's the most important
That's
thing.
right, yeah.
You are the chairman of
Right,
selection
yeah.
committee also. So you have seen so many players. But today's 2020 game, or it's too commercialized. That's why all wrong things are happening. Do you think so?
Yes, I think basically, I mean, people of our age, you know, our era,
Yeah.
I think would very difficult to digest this 2020.
Exactly.
In the sense that you know, it's a farce actually.
A bang cricket. That's a very
bang cricket.
And
Exactly.
it looks dirty also with that kind of scenario.
That's right. Once in a while, it's okay, you know. I mean,
Not every day.
I mean, it's to me, I think it looks like a 3 hours good movie,
Yeah.
Rajnikant's movie.
Yes, yes. Lovely, lovely.
Or Amitabh Bachchan.
Yes, yes, yes.
But otherwise, it's senseless, basically. People like us, players like us,
Yes,
actually don't enjoy it at all.
At all,
But
exactly.
I feel, from the point of view, as far as generation of the funds are required, I think that is essential. But in the but it is being played too much, exactly.
Exactly.
Too much.
Overdose.
It's
Real
focus is more on is 2020 than on genuine cricket. And with the result, this and that our performance when we go outside for the last 3 years
It's really bad.
absolutely pretty bad. You know,
Because
it's
their mindset is only for 2020.
2020.
Even a child picks up the bat, tries to play that kind of thing.
Right.
In your days, nobody hit the ball up. The coaching manual never allowed you to hit the ball up. But the boy today hits the ball up only.
The ball up on the.
Yeah.
They don't believe in force, actually.
Yes, exactly.
But if we could get, say, 24 runs in force
Yeah.
in an over, then what harm is there? Actually?
The attitude has changed.
That's right, yeah. And then it's creating a bad impression on the youngsters because they watch it on the idiot box.
Yes.
And when they know that, they keep on asking the coach, why are you trying to tell me to play in the V shape? And all. Look at Sehwag and look at Uthappa, you know,
Yes, yes,
hitting over the wicketkeeper
Yes, yes.
and getting sixes and whatnot.
That is what they want.
That's right. So
The public also want the same thing.
public also.
Yeah.
Because they are paying money and they
Exactly.
But genuine cricket is test cricket and it's
That's
entirely
why you are
different.
not getting the quality cricketers. Totally. You may get flashy cricketers. Good, fine. For that entertainment sake. That's the Indian team needs some quality players also.
Very
To have, we need good spinners,
Right.
good middle order batsmen, who can pile runs and save the match, win the matches.
That's
also.
right. Yeah.
Okay, with all these things, it's such a thing. Tell me something about physically challenged cricket.
So this is exactly 25 years back we started that. We just completed the Silver Jubilee.
Okay.
Now we have got 24 state association
In the thing. Okay.
affiliated to us. In turn, they have got their own local clubs and all. And we do finance them a little bit and all, you know, but providing cricket kit and all expenses or other thing. Even we have got team from Manipur. We have got team from Nagaland. We have got team from Odisha, Assam. Right up to Kerala and all, you know. And down there it's Jammu Kashmir and all. So there are 24 state association. And the best part of it, we don't take grant from anybody, not even.
So you have not asked the Indian Cricket
That's
Board,
right, yeah.
which is full, coffers are so full.
Absolutely. It's like any other temple.
Exactly.
In South.
Yeah.
But so far it's going on basically, as corporates have been very nice to me
to
and
help
all,
you
they
people.
keep on. And we play matches on the basis of the Ranji Trophy,
Dulip
Dulip
Trophy,
Trophy, Irani Cup Trophy.
Okay.
Then, of course, elite group, plate group. I mean, exactly like our Cricket Control Board organizes.
Good.
And apart from that, we had gone international also. 4 years back, we invited England team.
Oh.
And as the luck would have it, we could beat them, 3-0.
Very good.
Because they were 100 years old organization.
Yeah.
And they were, they were supported by MCC,
Correct.
Lords and all.
Yes.
So still we could manage to beat them and all. So that was something really very good performance our team put up. Now next year we'll be sending our team to England. They have invited us.
For the World Cup?
No. It's just it's a reciprocal tour because they came in.
You go to England.
That's right.
Yes.
It's like England, Australia.
They come here and you go there.
Or India, Pakistan. It's like that. We also had a chance to invite Pakistan on a reciprocal basis. They were to come first and we had to go. But then our relation keeps on getting spoiled,
You start, it's always a thorn on the rose.
That's right, yeah.
That relation will never come.
Yeah.
Perhaps I was wondering, I was covering the Bombay final, 2011 World Cup. If Pakistan had entered the final, what would have been the condition of Mumbai?
That's
I was really scared about it. Luckily, India and Sri
That's
Lanka
right,
played
yeah.
that. Okay.
And next year, next to that, I think we will be having a mini World Cup. We are already in touch with Nepal,
Exactly.
Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Australia. England is there already. And Pakistan also, by that time, I hope our relations improve.
They're good cricketers.
With the new government coming in.
Yeah. Whatever said.
So I think, I think mini World Cup, I think will take place. And so far as, my corporates are there to help me, my bank and all the banking industries and
Very good.
Tatas and other things.
Because Vodakar is there, sir. That makes a difference. That makes a difference. For any association, people will have confidence for the person also who is in charge. That makes a big difference. So, sir, can you answer me last one question?
Right.
What is your message for Hubli young cricketers? There is a lot of cricket going on. Thanks to Baba Bhusar and your Shivanand, they have given us a very good stadium here, Rajnagar Cricket Stadium. Lots of cricketers, talented boys are here. What is your message like?
Yes, I think what is being done here for the cricket is really excellent. I think hats off to Shivanand and Baba. They've done a wonderful job. Exactly. And what the youngsters exactly need to do is to see that, ensure that their efforts don't go down the drain. And all,
Exactly.
And they got to, come up. They got to work really hard. I mean, there is no substitute for the hard work.
Yes.
Because we may see Sachin getting 100 every day, but then how much hard work he has put in. Nobody understands, nobody knows it.
It's like
and that's what.
There is no shortcut for success here.
Absolutely. I think keep on working. And there are only 11 players who play. But then next year, perhaps you may get a chance.
Yes, exactly. Never lose the hope.
Never lose the hope. And you have to take in your stride,
Yes.
all these win or lose and all, but don't get disappointed. Keep on playing, I think. That's exactly I feel.
Wonderful.
Hard work.
Yes, sir. Wonderful, sir. So nice of you, sir. On behalf of KLE Dhwani, BUB 90.4 FM, and the people of Hubli, lovely cricket lovers of Hubli, I really thank you so much. And I wish you come again to Hubli. It will be our privilege. We are very happy about this interview. And I wish you, on behalf of everybody, we want Ajit to score a great 100 in his life also, to help these physically challenged cricketers. A great job, sir. Nice innings, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for your invite.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
ಕ್ರೀಡಾ ಪ್ರೇಮಿಗಳೇ, ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ಪ್ರಸಾರವಾದಂತಹ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಂಕಣ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಶೇಷ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. ಈ ವಿಶೇಷ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ವಿಶೇಷ ಅತಿಥಿಯಾಗಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ್ದರು ಭಾರತದ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ತಂಡದ ಮಾಜಿ ಆಟಗಾರ ಹಾಗೂ ನಾಯಕ ಅಜಿತ್ ವಾಡೇಕರ್. ಇವರೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಲಯ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರಾದ ಗೋಪಾಲಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹೆಗಡೆಯವರು ನಡೆಸಿದಂತಹ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಬಗೆಗಿನ ಸಂದರ್ಶನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ಕೇಳಿದಿರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಂಕಣ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರಿ ನಿಮ್ಮದೇ ಆದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ BVP 90.4 ಮೆಗಾಹರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪನಾಂಕಗಳಿಂದ ಪ್ರಸಾರವಾಗುತ್ತಿರುವಂತಹ KLE ಧ್ವನಿ, ಸಮಾಜದ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಗಾಗಿ.